Good morning, traders. How are we doing today? Welcome to another live stream where we're going to be going over some stock picks and hopefully make some money. All that I ask is you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button if you haven't already. Got in here just a couple of minutes early so we can spread our links around and get started. We're going to be checking our computer, making sure our alerts are not set very high. And we will be sharing our screen now. I do have a couple of picks that I want to go over today. Some companies that are going along with our trading plan and our strategy here. I stayed up late like I always do to give you guys some good trades here. Market opens in 2 minutes. Again, gonna spread my links real quick. Thank you for being part of the day. Thanks for joining. There we go. Got some music playing this morning. All right. Get these links shared. Sharing them to our Discord, sharing them to our group on Facebook, over 70,000 members, sharing them to our page. That way people can get in. And we're also creating a library. That's basically why I'm also doing it. We're creating a library of daily videos that you'll be able to access every single day. If you're having trouble looking for it on YouTube, you can go to our Discord and literally just go to our morning live trading playlist, and you can watch every video there of past live streams. Definitely check it out. There we go. All right, link is shared. Should have people coming in now. Welcome. Hello. Good morning to you. Okay. Now, I did fix the alerts from yesterday. The alerts were freaking outrageous. I do apologize for that. Unfortunately, I didn't want to go back and remake the entire live stream. How do you remake a live stream, right? It's live when it was live. Got a socket to me cup today with my coffee. All right. Market is open. Market is officially open, guys. Here we go. 9:30. Sounds good here. I tested out some alerts yesterday, so that way it wouldn't be popping off on us all crazy. So this is what we're looking at, guys. We're looking at target. Entry price was 160, 160.40. So it already went past our entry price. Exits at 166 for a 56% profit, or about 3.5%. So that was target that I was going to be looking at. As long as it passed this EMA line, which it did, we can see a 3.5% return on something like Target. Now, I'm not sure if I want to get into this company right now, this second, but we are going to check. I want to make sure my alerts are down. Computer is down. That way we don't mess up another live stream because of some alerts. I want my alerts to play, I just don't want them to be super loud. Okay, SQQ was another company that we were going to be playing today. It looks like they made newer lows, so we're going to bring down this here. Looks like they can come down just even a little further. Now, they do have the CPI report coming out today. Now, Mara is up 5%. It's actually going along with our trading plan right here. So it is possible that this company can continue to rise to this previous level, 3% or 10% there. Mara's very risky play, though. Do they have any news? They do bring up Target. Target going down. Finding some resistance right above that EMA. Roku is up today. Good, going along with our trading plan. Now, these are all overbought companies, but with still upward momentum. So until they lose their upward momentum, we're not going to take them off here. Oxy doesn't look like they're doing so great either. We're going to bring down that support level a little bit more. Previous support back March 18th. So it may bounce up, and if it does bounce up, then that's a 6% profit potential. So we're going to actually play off of one of these today. We're just going to kind of see the movement. I'm really liking the way Oxy is playing. Mara is going up pretty well. Oh no, they're coming down now. Intel. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Sounds way better, doesn't it? Those alerts were just nuts. We want alerts. We just don't want them to be freaking way too loud. Let me see here. Let's go to 40. Did you guys hear that last one? I didn't hear anything, honestly. Is that too loud? I don't think that's too loud. All right, all right. Look at Intel. Intel is just going back down, hitting this MA level here. If it can't hold support, then you're just going to see it sell off even more. That's exactly what you don't want. But it did hit this resistance level exactly like we called out. So from here to here, it's going to sell off about 4.5%. Nice. I think that worked out a lot better. I think those alerts are going to sound better. I mean, it's not as loud. I could bring it down just a little bit more. Now, I did mess with this yesterday, but obviously not during a live stream. So let's go 50. Let's go 60 for you guys. We don't want it to be too loud. All right, all right. Everything looks like it's working good. Okay, cool. Now, what are we doing? What are we trading? What are we looking at? Let's take a look here. Today, oh, I also forgot to say, today is May 15th, 2024. Come on. All right, all right. SQQ, this is what we really wanted to play off of. Now we have a 1040 share price. So if it goes up to 1040, I was looking at possibly buying and getting about a 5% profit. Now it would be good to just get a few shares down here. It is super overbought though. TQQQ. Let's go to all positions. And if you guys have any companies that you want me to go over, I can definitely do that for you guys. Simply leave a comment below and we can do that. Yesterday we made over $250, so let's see what we could make today. Intel now going down. So we're gonna set our alert way down here, okay? If it happens to go all the way down here, we may consider buying more. If it goes up, we will consider rebuying. But I called this company out quite a bit of time ago, last few live streams ago. Took a week to go up 5%. It took a day over the weekend to go up 4%. And since that weekend push, it's gone up almost 5% in 5 days. So that would have been $50. That would have been $50 on $30. So sorry about that. Intel pushing up, like I said, about 5% in 6 days, 5% over the weekend, and then, well, what's that, about 4% over the weekend, and now almost 5% in during the week. CPI data report came in 3.4%. You guys are interested. So it did go down by 1% point, like a 0.1%. So went down slightly, but overall markets look very high, overbought in some areas. Let's see, QQQ obviously showing signs of resistance. Now they're going to be going back up to previous highs. Okay, look at this, 449, 449. Okay. Now this means it could just simply, now it went along with our trading plan. We knew it was going to go up and touch this. Now what's it going to do? Is it going to bounce up over and keep rising, making newer highs? Or would you say it's more realistic for it to possibly even bounce down, 2 to 3%, even 7% to those previous levels? Yeah, it's probably more possible than we think. So SQQ is a company that we are going to be trading today. Where is it at? Now, I don't recommend you copying my trading patterns. But when I do make a trade, I do put it into our Discord. And I'll show you guys that real quick. So here's our morning live streams. We put them up every single day. As you can see, we've been doing it for quite some time. The only days we don't do it, obviously, are on the weekend. So you can go check out our Learn to Earn lesson library. Also, this is where I put my trade ideas and stuff like that. We also have profits tab, profits chat, where anyone can put their profits. As you can see here, GME made over $197 yesterday on GME. But what I really wanted to show you was the new entries. New entries is going to be where I buy my positions at what share price and sell at what positions, how many, and at what share price, and showing you my total profits here for the day or losses, right? I'm going to be super transparent with this community here. Also have a giveaway. We are doubling our gift cards, so there's 2 members now this month that have a chance to win a $100 gift card. You must simply be a subscriber and you must be commenting on multiple video links per day. The more comments, the more entries you have into this contest. We do have some members previously. We have Levon. We have where's the next one at? This Ebudon. Oh, Adele. I couldn't get a picture of his, but there's Adele that won in March, Levon that won in April, and we'll see who wins in May. Also check out our Investing for Beginners investingforbeginnerscommunity.com. Again, you can subscribe, win a $100 gift card, and check out some of our blogs, learn a little bit more about what we do and how we have over 100,000 members. And you can then check out our trading tools platform. This is a great platform to use. We may have to redo this one. That's weird. Recent earnings releases. We have real-time economic calendar. We have an advanced real-time chart. 3 stages of reversal, 3 stages of position size, support and resistance, and how to understand how resistance levels turn into new support levels, and a risk reward / win rate kind of calculator or chart that you can look at. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm going to see what's going on with this real-time economic calendar, because for some reason it doesn't appear to want to be working, but that's okay. So let's get back to trading. TQQ is still going up, finding some resistance here at this level. Now that's okay because QQQ is already at that level. See right here, kind of starting to bounce down. So we are going to consider selling, or I'm sorry, trading SQQQ. If it starts showing signs of some upward direction, it's not quite there yet. The alerts were so loud yesterday that I lost tons of people tuning in to the live stream. I mean, we'd have like 15 people come in and almost all 15 would leave. Like one would stay. And then we'd have like another 10 or 15 people come in and then they'd all leave. And then we'd have like 1 or 2 stay. So those alerts were like ridiculously loud. So I'm glad they're not popping off today being crazy. Intel finding that put resistance down. Mara going down. Oxy going down. This was a company we were considered trading. At 63.40 we were going to get in. So up here. So when it triggers, we'll set an alert at 63.40. Above, yes. And SQQQ, we wanted to get in at 10.40. We may, I think I'm going to buy 10 shares now. Still no clear signs of direction here. 10.30. My trading plan was 10.40. That's a lot to lose. Waiting for confirmation though, right? 10.21 to 10.40 is almost 2%. At 10.19. We're gonna buy 10 shares just so that way we can average up when needed. Good thing I didn't. It's always good to wait a couple minutes here on these. Looking at the 1 minute, as you can see, this huge drop down to 10.12. It could go back down to 10.12 if it wants to. Doesn't mean it has to, right? TQQQ kind of trading sideways. All right, welcome to another live stream. I would play music for you guys. I have music in my ear, but unfortunately, I'll get copyright striked on YouTube for it. So, okay, 10.22. We're gonna buy at market. We're gonna buy 10 shares just to get our feet wet here. Now, SQQ means we are going to short the market. We are shorting the market. Okay, I could buy over 250, almost 300 shares of this. So 10 shares isn't anything crazy, okay? Just to get our feet wet. Target's going down. It's a good thing we did not buy into Target. Okay. And Oxy was a company that Again, we're waiting for confirmation for it to go up. So it goes above this level here. We're potentially going to buy and target. We can go up to, what did I say, 63. Oxy, 63.40. That's way up here. Wow. Possibly, let's go 62. Now, I'm still unsure how I want to do it. Like, if I want to take my ideas, trading ideas, and put them on, you know, because look, I have this. This is just basically what I do. Also have basically a little guide. Let's see here. My trading plan right here. So for SQQQ, it'd be 100 shares. It'd be 100 shares at 1040. It'd be 1,040 total. My exit would be, now I may do this on our actual WeBull. I mean on our Discord. I'm not too sure yet though. I do need to put that I actually made the trade. We got 10 at 1022. SQQ 10 at 1022. We're just gonna go here, new entries, buy SQQQ 10 at what did I just get it at? 1022. And do something like that so everyone can basically see what my thought process is behind it and all that great stuff. So oh my gosh, there we go. All right, there we go, pushing up. Pushing up by 10 more. We want to go a little bit more aggressive. $10.15, $10.25. Gonna probably buy some more here. Unless it pulls back a little bit. Possibly. We might get rejected from this moving average here. So if we do, we will just get out of this. I got 10 at 1027. 10 at 1027. So buy SQQQ 10 at 1027. Doing so good, getting rejected. We're up almost $1 here on the day. I'm going to do something like this. Open P&L. Open P&L. We're going to do that. Hello, welcome Tina. Just jumped on. What are you buying? We are trading SQQQ today. We're going to be shorting the market because it's extremely overbought. Okay, overbought is opposite of oversold. And that's what we've been talking a lot about on this channel. Looking at QQQ, you can see on the 4-hour chart, it's touching previous highs. Okay, this is a previous high back in March 20th, went all the way down to oversold levels, and now it's tracking right here. So now it's bouncing off of this resistance level because it was a previous high, as you can see that right here. And now we're waiting to see if the stock market pulls back. Even if it pulls back, say 3%, we have the potential to make some really solid money here of about 7 to 9%, because this is a triple leveraged ETF. So making 9% on this would actually be pretty amazing. So yeah, that's what we're trading today. It is testing this MA level, this 200-day MA level. Should have bought down here at like the 10-12 pre-market, 10-15 pre-market, but obviously didn't. So yeah, we're waiting for this to break above 1029. If it goes below, say 1020, 1021, then I'm out. That'll be my stop loss. Got my alerts fixed, Tina. Thank you. Got those all fixed from yesterday. They were so loud. I can't believe you like pretty much grin and bear through the entire live stream with us. Thank you so much. Had like 15, 20 other people on, and no one could have said, hey, your alerts are too high. But I appreciate you, Tina, for being able to do that for us. Right, all right. Also putting my trade ideas in. Tina, I'm not sure if that was your idea. Somebody's idea to put my trade ideas on the Discord, or not even trade ideas, but my entries and exits. So I created this new entries right here. I guess I could have put new entries / exits, but showcasing my GameStop positions, my AMC positions, and the profits that I made on each one. I guess I could add times eventually, but I think that's good enough, guys. I think that's really good enough for you guys to understand what's going on. Again, you're not here to copy my trades anyways. You're just here to look. Someone asked this in our main chat. This Luffy person, can you post your new entries tomorrow on a separate channel, preferably plus new entries? He also asked again, like the day before. He's like, this would be a good opportunity for you to like put your stuff somewhere. So I did, and that's where we're gonna have it now in new entries. So hope that helps you guys. Testing the MA levels really, really good to this morning. I usually write it down anyways. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I usually write down what I'm doing the night before, my entries, my exits, my profit potential, and I'll even write down my risk to reward ratio. So that's something I do religiously, daily, or I mean nightly. And so it's really good practice. Even if you just want to practice with that. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a teenager. Let's see a company like, say Walmart, and I track it every day. It went up, it's 1025, it's 1087, it's 1115. And every day I track it because we didn't really have charts and stuff like this back in the early 2000s, right? So that's what I would do. And I would just write it down and I'd track it. I'd get the newspaper from my grandpa, and instead of looking at the comics or the funnies, I would be looking at the stock market news. So I've always been really interested in the stock market. It's just been kind of one of my passions. I realized at a young age that you could make a lot of money in the stock market by investing and trading stocks, like commodities, like corn. Corn has its own share price, oil, coffee, like so many different things you can trade. Gold, silver, of course, futures. You could trade the euro, the yen. There's so many options out there. And then nowadays they have like, options trading, which is a whole nother world, right? Forex and all that crap. So I just trade stocks. I tried options once and I bombed horribly. Get TQQQ. Bouncing off of this EMA. So TQQ is for the market, right? That they're tracking QQQ. But I don't know. I mean, it had such a huge gap up. We're going to just kind of play it, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. We don't have to win on this trade. But it's possible. Just due to it being so overbought. I mean, it's so overbought. This might take a day. It might take 2 or 3 days for it to come back down. GameStop is halted again. It's like the 3rd or 4th time in just a little bit of time. Can't believe that. It lost so much money so fast that the company's like, oh, well, let's halt you. You're halted now. Almost 17% it's lost. So it's like, we're going to halt. Oh my gosh. What is this? What are these people doing? I'm glad I made my money and I got out when I did. Oh, AMC's also halted. Look at that. It went up to here and then just bombed 20% down in the hole. People buying up here, they're like, oh, we're going to get out. We're going to be fine. We're going to make some money again today. I feel bad, guys. Feel bad. You got to be careful with these meme stocks. Roku also went up like crazy yesterday. Look at this. Roku. Meme stock up 10%. Now it's almost back to previous areas where it opened yesterday. Let me just take this. 2%. So you'd be up 2%, but if you bought up here, you'd be down. It's like 7%. Look at that, down 6%. Not good, guys. Be very careful with these meme stocks. Be very, very careful. That's down 3% in just a matter of a few minutes. And look how it's trailing kind of right where we bought. So our SQQ, our entry price was 1040. So we're not even looking to even really load up until 1040. But I went ahead and got my feet wet. I bought 20 shares, about $200 worth, down at this 1024 level. And then my exit was going to be 1030. So I'm already below my exit. But that's 10 cents, so I figured I'm at 1024. If it goes down to 1014, then, you know, I may just consider getting out. Again, $200 isn't a whole lot. I think that'd be like 1%, 1024 to 1014. It'd be just shy of 1%. So I'd lose like $2. $2 on a trade. So QQQ. Let's see. Blowing through this EMA right here. So it is possible that this goes up a little bit here. Oh, yep, there it goes. There it goes. It's pushing up, which means SQQ is falling. Means we can buy a little bit more down here. And if we can just get a better share price even down here and it goes back up, that's 1.5%. That's $15 on 1,000, which isn't very much. But our goal today was anywhere between $50 and $100. That's our goal today. I don't want to stop trading until I get to that goal with this small account, because that was when I was being aggressive. When I was growing my $30,000 margin account, I was very aggressive. Wanted to make my 1% to 2% a day, and so $50 would be right along that line. TQQ starting to show signs of a pullback now, so it could have been a fake, a fake out for the bulls, and it could continue to rise. Now this EMA is acting as a support, so if it breaks past the support, we could see some sell pressure. If it stays above support, we can see it have some buy pressure. So we are shorting the market today. We're shorting the market by going long on SQQQ, which is a triple leveraged ETF. It is an inverse ETF, which means when something goes up, it goes down just like this, starting to get rejected. Now TQQ is a triple leverage version and cheaper version of QQQ, right? We may be buying some more here when it shows confirmation. Hello, welcome. Hi, volume is decreasing. Rolex roasting. Hello, yes, volume is decreasing quite a bit. Obviously, I had some really high volume here, but I think people are just waiting. People are waiting to see what happens before they buy some more. TQQ, yes, very, very low volume here. And then QQQ, again, there probably isn't going to be much, right? But it's getting rejected, which means we can make a little bit of money. Now, we were planning on trading Target and Oxy today. Target is selling off. As you can see, my oversold setups here. Target would have been a good one once it starts showing signs of clear direction. Roku was oversold, and now it's going along with our trading pattern, pulling back now. So there is an opportunity, but this is actually a meme stock, so I will be actually taking this off of my oversold. Hood also going down, so this may be oversold, but it is still playing along with our trade record here. SQQ is what we're playing off today. Super oversold levels, guys. Super oversold. Palantir, oversold. Now it's trailing up, getting a nice little pullback at that EMA line. Oxy, I was going to trade Oxy, but they blew through their support level instead of finding support. So that trading plan is no longer feasible. Mara is going up, but a huge pullback this morning. It looks like the markets are just pulling back in general. Intel, no longer oversold. They are overbought. So we're waiting for a pullback to see what happens here. And then JDST is pulling up today. That is actually pretty cool. They're already up 4 or 5% shorting gold today. This is a company that we've been watching for quite some time too. We've been trading it. We traded it over the weekend. Didn't make much money over the weekend. This is actually a bigger push up at 4% than the entire weekend was for me. I think I made like 1% on the weekend, which is a 3-day hold, basically 2 or 3 day hold. But 4% on 1,000, that'd be $40. So we'd already be up. We'd already be up on JDST. Yeah, look at that. Hitting this EMA line though, so I'd be very careful with JDST because it goes off of JNUG and the overall gold market, okay? Gold has a nice push back. Should have known it was touching this resistance level here, and anytime it gets up to these previous resistance levels, it tends to recorrect itself. This was its all-time high, $44. So it got to its all-time high again at $43. And now again, more recently at like 42.68, and now it's trailing down, which could be nice to trade as it goes up when it reverses, making about 5% if it starts to change direction as of right now. If it changes direction, doesn't mean it has to. JDST can continue to go up, but right now, JNUG would be the one to go on our oversold list. Isn't that crazy? So JNUG, we're going to add to oversold. JDST is overbought, clearly. I could just go in and out of these if I wanted, but I could also just go off of ETFs. I do have them right here. SQQ selling off. TQQ going up. That would have been a nice little push, about 1%, about $10, nothing crazy. But it could also get rejected again right here. See at these levels, previous level here, here, and here. So if it can get up to these highs and goes back down about 1.5%, I mean, there is some potential there, which means it'd come back down to these $10 level and bounce up 1.5%. So not a lot of money here to be traded. Down about $1.25, nothing crazy. JDST starting to pull back. JNUG starting to move up. JNUG might be the play today at 4.53%. We're just waiting to see what a few of these actually do. Right now watching SQQ. What do you think about the Chandler's exit indicator? Rolex roasting. Chandler's exit indicator. I I had never used that indicator before, so I couldn't really necessarily tell you. I use the MACD and the RSI indicators. Used to have other things like VWAP and just a bunch of stuff, right? But these are pretty much the only two I use, showing signs of basically direction. I'm all about direction. GQQ pushing up, waiting to see if there's a pullback since it's at these new daily resistance levels. About right here. I mean, the resistance level is a bit higher on the pre-market, but let's go 1 hour. Yeah. I mean, it still has some room too. If it wants to push up a little bit more and get to that second indicator line, it can easily. Easily can. It can even make new highs if it wants to. Doesn't mean it has to. Now check this out. I made this the other day. It didn't take 2 days to do it, but it did it in like 1 day. Went all the way down and now it's bouncing up. Now we're hoping that it goes down. SQQ making new lows. Look, there's a little bit of volume right there on this red candle. People probably selling, getting out, or adding to their position. It directly tells you buy and sell signals. Oh, okay. The super trend. We have one called the super trend on here. And I actually used to have it on here at one point. I know that's not what you said. You said the Chandler exit indicator. Is that on here? Is that this one? Is it one of these? Check-in oscillator. I may not have it on here. I mean, I'm sure I do. Technicals. The super trend though is supposed to be pretty good. Where is it at? Right here. So there's a super trend button. And this shows like a buy and sell, like right here. See that little arrow? Sell, little buy. But this buy, look how late it is. It's like, oh, let me wait. I'm gonna buy. And then now you buy and then you get trapped. And you're buying at these levels, and then in like 10 minutes it'll come all the way down, like say to here, and you'll already be below your entry, and it'll say, oh, sell. So it's a bit delayed. Obviously, you're not going to have indicators that show you exactly when to buy and sell. Check it out on TradingView. Oh, okay, it's on TradingView. Yeah, I could check it out just to do it. I mean, it's not something I actually have as a platform. See, now this is showing way down here a sell signal, when it would have been nice to have a sell signal like up in this area. And of course, it takes time for these indicators to work, right? But really cool. I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out, Rolex Roasting. Thanks for being a part of the live stream. What are you looking at today? You looking at any companies today to trade? Now, this may turn in from a day trade to a swing trade, just because I do believe the market is extremely overbought right now. I mean, it really, really is. And there's nothing wrong with that. We want markets to be overbought. We want them to go up. But, you know, obviously, to trade a company, we don't want to buy at the highest price point. Because look at these potentials. There is potential for it to go down. There's potential for it to go down, you know, 3%. There's also potential for it to go down almost 7 or 8%. So why not wait for it to come down into lower levels, buy, and then be able to, you know, ride that wave back up, right? Instead of buying here, waiting for it to be oversold, and then going back up. So 20 shares isn't a whole lot here. Again, just trying to get my feet wet. It can go down to lows of 10.05 if it really wanted to. And it could just keep going down also too, because the markets are a little bit oversold. So $200 isn't too much to have in here. What we should have traded was, what was that? What did we see earlier? Ocugen up 5%, gave it all back. What was another one I saw pre-market? We had a subscriber and a Learn to Earn member talk about DDOG yesterday. So we did an analysis on it. It was up 2% pre-market. It is up about $1.72. Now, it did get those support levels down here at that 112. That would have been a nice 6% play. Again, it may come down and it may go back up. That's why I have these little lines here to see what it's going to do. So QQQ wants to pull back, right? Huge range here. A lot of range on this. Oxy pulling way back. JDST would have been a play today. 3%. JNUG pushing down, showing a buy trend, but not a very good buy trend, right? Intel way down. Mara, Oxy. So these are all pretty oversold companies. Hood going down, TJT going down. Let's see. Bitcoin 4-hour time frame has the perfect long position. It is pumping crazy, Rolex says. I already made $400. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. Already made $400. That's really cool. Congrats. Congrats, definitely. As long as you see value in it, there's nothing wrong with what you trade. As long as you see value in it, right? If you don't see value in something, why do it at all? Is kind of my thought process on all that. All right. Let's see here. Just kind of trading sideways right now. Not a heck of a lot going on. Slowly going down. Again, like Rolex said earlier, there's just no trading volume today. I think everyone's really just focusing on to meme stocks and how they're losing money. So good thing we didn't play a part of that. Eric Sanderson, what's up, buddy? What's up, Eric? How you doing? How you doing? Glad you made the live stream. We are talking about SQQQ today, looking at potential pullback because the market is extremely overbought. Let me show you guys on the QQQ 4-hour chart here. As you can see, it's trying to reach those previous highs. And those previous highs have been in effect since March. So a couple things can happen. Obviously, it's trying to break up past this previous high. Doesn't mean it has to. I'm thinking that it's going to potentially pull back a little bit before it even goes up. So right now we're seeing some of that resistance here. And TQQ, again, touching this point here, potentially pulling back. And so now we're looking at SQQQ for a possible 7 to 9% profit here. Now, it may not take one day. It may take a couple of days. So I bought about 20 shares at $10.24. As you can see here, I got 10 shares, about $200 right now. Once I start showing signs of confirmation, then I will definitely be adding and buying some more. Fix my alerts so they're not crazy loud. So yesterday's live stream was trash. Someone even told me, hey, you should just delete the live stream because those alerts just ruined it. We went over DDOG. We can go over that again real quick while we're just hanging out. Now, they had a nice open. They were about 2% on the open, which was great. Looks like they're up still about 1.32%. Now, a good point of buy would be at that 110 level to have made, in 3 days about 6%. That would have been a nice little play, about $60 on a $1,000 investment. If you're still holding from those previous lows, you're up about 5.7%. But we need to break past this resistance line. This resistance line is at 119.54. The EMA line is obviously right there next to it. So if we could pass this blue EMA line, then we will have a better position to buy. I'm gonna get rid of the super trend. I don't like all those lines on here. So yeah, waiting to see confirmation. If it does break up above, I can easily see it go into this next resistance level of about 6% to about 127, about 7.5%, or it can go down and it can drop all the way back down to previous lows, 112, about 5%. So looks pretty good as far as fundamentals. It is definitely on the oversold side. It's showing the 3 stages of reversal. Stage 1, rejection, stage 2, consolidation, and then stage 3, confirmation. As you can see on our trading tools, 3 stages of reversal: rejection, consolidation, confirmation. This is where most beginner investors buy, is in stage 1 here. So don't buy anything when it's going down. Medium risk, maybe add 0 to 10% of your initial investment. This is the testing phase. This is where you're gonna see those signs of support and confirmation. And then your entry, slowly adding up your position as this goes up, a lot lower risk. And this is where many people don't. They'll usually add to that position going down and not when it's going up. So that's very important. Also added a few other charts here, support and resistance levels and how they can change, and risk to reward win rate. So like having a 1 to 5 ratio, which is what I showcased today in our trading journal. We got like a 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 5 right there. When you're anything above like a 1-3 or 1-2, you have a higher probability than a 1-for-1, right? So if you're trading with 1% and you want to make 1%, that's like a 50-50 chance, right? But a 1 to 5, I actually have a 1 to 5 chance of it going up, right? So in my win rate, 60%. Right now I have a win rate of 80%. So out of the 10 trades I make, 8 of them usually play out and we make money. So I hope that helps you guys understand a little better my thought process and why I wait for confirmation so much. Now it is back at this $10, $14, $10, $12 level. Let's see what TQQ is doing. It did go past this resistance. QQQ, where's that at? Showing signs of newer highs. Now it can get up to this 449 level easily, right? It can get back up to 449,333. If we would have played the bounce, it would have been a half a point. So really not much. Let's see, where's Meta? Meta, same thing. Everything just seems to be playing off the CPI report. It literally went down a 0.1%. Okay? It's nothing, but it's enough to make the markets move, right? So Meta, playing along with our trading strategy that we did yesterday. I made these lines yesterday, so it looks like it may play out, maybe go up, touch this SMA level, and then come back down, test support, and then hopefully go back up and make about a 4 to 5% profit here. Carvana is definitely in that oversold area, even coming up to previous resistance levels. AMC has been halted a couple times today since we started tracking it this morning, I guess. Alerts seem almost irrelevant. There almost is no alerts going on. And we are coming up on 8:22. So we're gonna go over a couple of stocks. If you guys have any stocks you want me to call out or to go over, definitely do so now before we end our live stream. Apple definitely showing that 3 stages of reversal, already in the stage 3 of that stage 3 reversal, which means it could either come down or continue to go up. Showing clear sign of direction though, that it is going up in the upward direction. DDOG we talked about, JDST. Now JDST has made its own little push up, starting to come back down. Should have traded JDST today, a little bit more volume, a little bit more price action. So we could have been up 3.5%, almost 4%. It's about $40. That's our price target for today. To make around $50 to $100 today on this small account, right? JNUG showing clear signs of support at that $40 level. Again, GME not doing so good. GameStop just tracking, just going down. Intel testing that resistance line. Now we've been watching Intel for quite some time. It hits this support level at 29.30, bounces up to 31.25, goes back down to 29, goes back up. And so we are going to be waiting for this to come back down. QQQ, seeing what it's going to do, find that support or that resistance, and possibly come back down. If that goes down, then our SQQ position will go up. Mara not looking so great. It's literally right on this EMA and SMA line. Meta, we just talked about. Microsoft, super overbought, going up in an upward direction. As you can see, 3 stages of reversal is playing effect very well. Welcome to the live stream. And so now these become support levels, okay? Because it is past the resistance. It has broke new highs, new previous highs. Now Microsoft is up about 7% in 2 weeks. So we're gonna wait and see if that crashes. Nanex, almost going along with our trading strategy, taking a little bit more time than we thought. But we are definitely not in this trade. We were in it previously, buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high. I hate the way that looks. It's actually flipped, but oh well. Neo crashing, exactly what we thought it was going to do is crash. Now it doesn't have to go all the way down to that 361 level, but even if it bounces off, say, this EMA, that's a potential retracement of 26% profit. So yes, I'm going to definitely be putting my alerts on this. If it goes below, say, 498, or if it goes above 535, I may jump in with a few shares and either get some money down in this area, or if it starts turning, say, here at my my alert, potentially make about a 10 to 12% profit. That'd be $100 to $120 on a $1,000 investment, so not too bad. Oxy, waiting for that to reverse and go back up. Oxygen not doing so great either. SQQ is going off, so let's take a look. Where's my SQQs? I just go to oversold. Okay. It went past this area. Now, I did say I want to buy some more shares when it comes into this area here. Starting to show signs that it's curling over. Clear indication that it's going to possibly start going back up. Doesn't mean it has to, though. But QQQ and TQQ are testing those areas. There we go. See, testing that bounce. Literally, the pre-market high is what it's coming off of right now. Pre-market high at 62. It's coming down off of that. So we'll see if this is a fake out, if it's going to continue to make new highs. WBD. Let's take a look. Let me set my alert real quick. We're gonna buy 50. $10.16. We're gonna buy 50 shares. $50 shares at $10.16. Put that in real quick. Buy 50 at 10.16. I hope you guys find value in what I'm doing here. Not only am I trading, but I'm also trying to showcase to you guys exactly why I'm trading, why I'm buying, and then having something to reference, like the new entries tab on our Discord. Second link in the description below. You can go over past trade ideas, actual entry and exits now that I've created it, an old lesson library which shows every single morning live stream that I've done since the beginning of this year, 2024, and also showcases profits and losses. So very cool. So let's go over WBD. Eric is asking about WBD. Warner Brothers. Okay, I can see why you're calling it out. Definitely showing signs of a pullback. So this has been in a downward trend for a while. Holy crap, holy. This has been in a downward trend. As you can see, there are some areas where it does tend to spike up. Right here, 30% run. From $9 to $16, 76% run. That would have been a nice one back on January, it looks like December. Another run up. So that's what we're starting to see here, actually, is a run up. Looks like we missed it, okay, from lows of $7 to highs of $8.70 in 6 days. It went up 20%. You know, for everyone who follows the channel, our goal is 10% a week, or 40% a month. So that would actually be already you would have got 2 weeks of our goal in 1 week. So instead of making 10%, you would have made 20. What is it doing here? It is actually trying to bounce off of this EMA line. It pulled back enough to where it wants to test these lines. Let's go ahead and draw them out real quick. Yeah, actually that looks really good. Good call out, Eric. As you can see, some previous support here at these levels until it starts kind of going down. So definitely support in this range. Obviously, there is a heavy support down in this area, right? So there's always that possibility it can go back down. And now it's showing heavy signs of resistance right in this area where it just curled over. Showing some signs of resistance in previous months and days back in April. Now it is testing that EMA line, obviously on that, let's say 1 hour or even a 30-minute possibly. It did go past this EMA line. On the 4 hour, it's testing this support level here. So if it breaks past the support, you can see a huge sell-off. If it holds this support level, as you can see this small green candle, then you could see some retracement of potentially from 836 to 870, making about a 4% profit, and then potentially creating new highs, maybe getting back to some previous levels. So pretty good call out here. We're actually going to add this to our oversold watch list, because right now it is showing clear signs that it is in that oversold area as of right now. Starting to show signs of it going up. Got a little bit of volume on the sell-off, so we'll see what happens. MACD on the 30-minute is starting to curl over, which is great. That can be a good indication that it is going to be moving up in an upward direction. So good call out, Eric. Good call out here, sir. Let's see what's going on with SQQQ. Not much, it looks like. Trading sideways, honestly, which I feel like is going to happen, right? We took our average from 20 shares up at what, 10? I think it was like 10.24, something like that. I have to go back a little bit down to 10.18. Showing clear signs of a downward trend though. So I do not recommend you copying my trades. As you can see here, it was showing signs that it was going up. Now it's crossing back over to show signs that it's going down. People are just loving it right now. The bulls are just loving this direction. And there's still some area of retracement, right? So it could touch this this level here and then come back down. And when it does, we'll make a few bucks. Doesn't mean we have to, but it's possible. Starting to hit those previous lows of 10-12, so we're going to bring this up here. Even if we can get back up to that EMA line, it's about a 1.5% to almost 2.5%. That'd be around $25 on 1,000. Good call out. Made over $220 something yesterday, so you know, if I gotta give back a couple bucks today, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm not gonna give it all back, but I'll give a few dollars back if I have to. Oxygen, it was up 5% today. As you can see here, this would have been a nice play, up 10%. Oxygen would have been the one to play. Now it is a penny stock. It is a company that we've been watching for quite some time. As you can see, this is now support. It broke those resistance levels and now it's created a support level for itself. We'll see what happens if it continues to sell off, if it's going to bounce off this EMA and retrace back up for 5%. That would be really nice play. SQQ is going off, which means it's making newer lows. Testing that support though, guys. Testing that support right here at 10.11, 10.12. We'll see what it does. If it continues to sell off, or will it now push and go up? What TQQ doing? It's pushing up, testing this resistance level. Still showing signs of clear direction in an upward direction here. So this would have been the play to probably make. Actually, it's only 1.5%, so it would have been like $14, $15. Not a heck of a lot. SQQ keeps going off. Below 10.10, above 10.16. QQQ is above 52-week high. Okay, all right. So they just made new highs. Let's take a look at QQQ. High 449.40. It did break 449.40 and now it's actually coming back down, which is actually good for us. If it stays going down, we get a little bit of a sell-off here. Would be good for us. That means TQQ is also going down slightly, pulling back, which means we'd love to see SQQ push up. Sorry guys, a little bit more of a boring live stream here. Sometimes trading the Qs is a little boring. There we go, it's actually pushing up. Now it says that 52-week highs, but this was at 449.34. 449.34. There you go, 449.45, 46, creating new highs on the year. New highs on the year, guys. 449, 43, 44. I'll just do that one. So creating new highs for the stock market. Stock market is definitely overbought, but no clear signs that it is actually coming down, which means SQQ is in that 10-11 mark area. We're at 10.18, so we have 2 more points to go for about a 1% loss. You're at 0.62, about $5 here. We may sell out because I would not want to hold this position overnight, especially with areas like this being so overbought. Let's look at Apple. Apple's a $3 trillion company, so if Apple goes up, a lot of other stuff goes up with it. Meta not doing so great. Microsoft definitely going up, finding some of that resistance now. QQQ making new highs, 449.58. Yeah. So I do believe we are going to get out of this position. Yeah, we're going to have to get out, guys. So we're going to go ahead and sell our 70 shares at limit. Let's go limit order 1008. Your order to sell has been filled at 1009, so I made it for 1008. Sold 70 shares at 1009. Did you see what it said? I think it was about a $5 loss. I was at 1018. 1018 to 1008. 1009 actually. A little less than 1% loss. I want to say it was like $5. Sold 70 at 1009. We're going to put that in here. Sell SQQQ 70 at 1009. And then we'll put my out of trade, and I'll put what my loss was on it as soon as I finish up here. So yeah, it looks like the markets are definitely overbought. A little bit of a sign of a pullback here. Just means we could always re-enter at a lower price. Instead of being up at 1018 like we were, we could now be down at like 10.8, 10.10, 10.11. Only if it starts showing signs of momentum in that upward direction. Oh, I could see my max loss over here, actually. Let's see, $6. Not too bad. $6. Not a heck of a lot to lose. 634. We're gonna throw that in here. 634. Minus 634. There we go. And that is how we do that. Wish we could have actually made a few bucks here on the live stream, but that's okay. When this actually does become way overbought, and we are going to be shorting it, so it could be later on today. There may be indications of a pullback. It could go up to this $63 level on TQQ before we have clear signs of a pullback. QQQ obviously making new highs, about to touch that $49.50 mark, but what goes up must come down and vice versa. So say it goes up to that $50 level, then there's a possibility for it to come down, right? Because it's a psychological number here, right there at $49.50, and it could actually retrace back to this EMA level at 444 or to this MA level at 436. So I have a feeling it's going to probably retrace back to this level here. It's at 449.75. And TQQ making new lows. It's at 1009 still. Didn't go quite to 1008 yet. So yeah, we are potentially going to be trading this in the next live stream. I'm going to continue trading. It's already been almost an hour with you guys. I appreciate your time. Had a lot of fun hanging out today with you and answering some of your questions. I'm going to continue trading and get my my $50 to $100 goal. Not sure what I'll be trading, so join the Discord, second link below. That's where I'll be calling out my entries and exits for the day as we continue on with our trading journey. As you can see here, you'll get an invitation to this community where I show announcements, trade ideas like in general, morning live trading sessions. You can go back to past ones like this one right here, made over $230 yesterday in our live stream. So I do showcase that. Also giveaway. Don't forget to get involved with that giveaway. Subscribe to the channel. You have the potential to be one of 2 lucky winners to win a $100 Amazon gift card. All I ask is you subscribe to the channel and comment as many times as you humanly want to possibly comment. The more comments give you more entries into this giveaway. Last month, we had a winner 47 times she commented in a single month, and she won the drawing. So pretty cool. You could also put 1 comment and have 1 entry and potentially win 2, right? But it's a numbers game. So definitely check that out. This is where the new entries are going to go, and trading plan in general, as you can see here. And then, oh man, I don't like this. Sell out of, there we go. Out of trade. There we go. And we got main chat. We could talk to other people and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for being a part of our community, the Learn to Earn community and the Investing for Beginners community. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you all in the next live stream. Thank you, and let's end the year on a green note.